Hello, everyone. Welcome to the daily card reading for May 15th, Thursday, May 15th, 2025. Thank you for being with me here today. Today, we're going to be pulling a few cards to kind of get an idea of the energy of the day, maybe some insight, maybe something to look out for. We'll just see what the cards have to say. I've been doing these every day throughout the month of May. This is a memorial and a tribute to a YouTuber who passed away a few weeks ago by the name of Gregory Scott, who did daily readings every day for many, many years. And this is just my way of showing him some respect and carrying on his tradition through the month of May. So we're going to pull a few cards from the Green Witch Tarot. I really like this tarot deck a lot. It's got sort of a fantasy medieval feel to it. Very colorful, very, very brilliant cards. So I'm going to pull a few cards to get the general energy of the day, and we'll see what comes out of that. Today, I think I'm just going to pull these straight from the deck. I'm not going to use the pendulum. Yesterday, I pulled 2 cards and then had a punctuation card. Today, I'm going to try and pull all 3, and we'll tie it all together. The first card will be the main theme, the main idea of the day, the energy of the day, so to speak. And then the 2 other cards will be support cards. Just kind of mixing these cards around a little bit, give them a shuffle. We'll cut it right there. And let's see what card wants to come out first. This one. Both of those 2. All right, we're going to read those 2 together. And then I will pull one more as a backup card. So the top 2 are going to be a combination, that one. All right, we're going to go with the flow for May 15th, Thursday, May 15th, 2025. So these 2 together, what do we have? The High Priest, or the Hierophant, and the 4 of Chalices. So this is a major arcana card, talking about some pretty large energies of the day. This is about being in touch with something bigger than yourself, being part of a larger order, being part of, this is the High Priest, or the Priest card. This can stand for the institution of the church, or perhaps a large academic institution. And this is someone who has taken on the role in order to translate the energy and the support of that larger institution to the masses. It's similar to a certain extent to the High Priestess, which we had yesterday, except this is much more formal. This is a formal station, and it can be a very formal energy. And for me personally, whenever I pull this card, I always think about how this is about a connection to the divine, and how you translate that out to other people around you, and the responsibility that comes with carrying that connection. It doesn't feel like today this is about a larger institution like the church, or a college or university, or some unwieldy thing. This feels more like that divine connection that we all have, and how you are going to wield that and put it to good use today. In this case, since it's combined with the 4 of Chalices, this is about, it's about taking that connection and sort of putting it to the side, because it's more fun to worry about things. It's more fun to think about the things you don't have, and not really paying attention to the thing that is coming up to your door. It's easier to do that. Having this connection to the divine and listening to that information and that vibration. Some would say it's really easy, but implementation can be difficult, right? The Four Chalices is a card about emotions and about how you place your emotions. In this case, this woman is very wistful about these three empty glasses that she has, these three empty chalices that, oh gosh, they're not empty and they're so drab and boring, and not realizing that there is another one to complete the set coming to her door. She's focused on, I wouldn't say the negative, but almost I get a feeling of like being stuck in the mud and not really having the gratitude that could really shape her day more and help her with this connection that is very, very apparent, is around today. This connection to this interconnection to almost the inner divine of being able to make this magic here and to have this connection with the sunlight, with the standing stones, and to have this magical energy happening all around you. This is what's present, but so many of us want to stay inside and not and think about this part of their lives instead of stepping up, turning around, and seeing what's coming in the front door. It's almost like a tunnel vision and not being aware. So we have two messengers here, right? And I think this is very much about spirit messages and spirit guides. She has a dragonfly coming in over her head, and he is actually working with this bird. I feel like he's talking to this bird. He's working with this bird. He's engaged with this communication and this energy coming down. She's not. She could care less about the advice and the connection and the communication that's happening. And so this is a day of choices, right? This is a day of how do you want to move forward? Do you want to go forward the day with tunnel vision? Or do you want to step out into the sunlight and realize that you have the power in yourself to make some magic? And there's a lot out there. There's a lot of this connection that's readily available. It just takes this change of mindset to be able to move into this. And here the high priest, he doesn't doubt for a second that he can talk to that bird, right? That he can call on the divine to bless this water and to do what he needs to do. And that's what we're talking about. It's about not having tunnel vision and having some confidence in your own abilities, in your own sense of what you can accomplish with your connection. Let's see what the backup card has. This card here, Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So again, this is kind of a warning. You've got two fours here. Fours usually mean stability, but in this case, the Four of Pentacles is very much about being a miser. It's about hoarding your wealth, about not letting someone in the door, being more focused on these pentacles and moving them from the wall over to here. And where am I going to put them next? I'm going to put them under the table, or maybe I'll hide them under my bed, or maybe I'll put them on display. And like being so focused on that this poor guy doesn't go out and touch grass very often, right? I mean, look at the difference here. They're almost wearing the same cloak, which I think is telling. But again, it's going to be super easy today. Okay, here we go. It's going to be really easy today to hide. It's going to be easy to hide today. You can take that choice if you want. It's fine. And to let the day go by easily, to stay focused on the things you really care about and not sharing and not offering up those pentacles that you have. But this is the energy that is out there today. So it's up to you. It's a day of choice. It really is. It's a day of how do you want to direct your energy and how do you want to direct your focus? Because Spirit is out there. Spirit's wanting to talk to you today. So try to be open and have that confidence and try not to hang on to things that could be shared, and not to over focus on the things you have. I think it's interesting that the door is figuring very prominently in both of these cards. Even though she's got half the door open, enough to let a little dragonfly in, she's still not paying attention. And he's paying attention. He just doesn't care. He just wants to stay behind the door and play with his pentacles. And both of these are going to be prevalent today too. It's going to be easy to take this route. But if you want, this is here for you today. And I'm being told that's it. That's the communication that wants to come through. All right. I'm going to use my Dream Oracle cards for a punctuation card. These greatly outsize these cards, so we'll see what happens. Shuffle these, play with these a little bit. Yeah, decide how you want to interact with the divine today. How do you want to interact with the divine today? Do you want to ignore it? Do you want to lock it away and keep it to yourself? Or do you want to engage with it a bit more? Okay, I felt a pulse here. Which one is it? It's one of those here. It's this one. And our punctuation is relationships. New partnerships are coming your way. Reassess present relationships and leave behind those who do not support you. Be clear what you are committing to. Take a look at, if you want to go this route, take a look at perhaps the relationships in your life where people are keeping the door shut, or they're only opening the door halfway. And how does that play out with your connection to the divine? I also think it's a lot about the relationship to the divine. It's the relationship to spirit, to that higher vibration and frequency. How do you want to go about your relationship with that today? I think it's less about other people and more about that inner connection to source and to love and to the divine and to that higher energy, that universal energy. Because that's what the high priest is all about. The high priest is the intermediary and the carrier of that connection. Yeah. Okay. I hope this was helpful to everyone today. I hope everyone understands that the day today is going to be a big opportunity to have a connection, a relationship, and some communication with spirit today. I think that's going to be very strong if you take the time to do this and approach it with the proper attitude. Yeah. Yeah, it's your choice. It's all about choice today. Awesome. Okay, everyone. I hope everyone has a great Thursday. Peace and strength. I will see you on the daily reading for Friday. Please, I really enjoy interaction in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if maybe the high priest means something else to you or something else is coming through for you in these cards on the universal energy that's present for us today on the 15th. Put it down in the comments. And I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, give me a like on the video. And if you thought this reading was helpful or made you think a little bit or maybe helped you get some feet underneath you for the day ahead, any of those, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to talk to me privately or discuss a personal reading, you can reach me at my Gmail, which is along a different path at gmail.com. I have a variety of different readings I can do for you. All right. Again, I'm going to be at an event this Saturday evening at the Crystal Moon Body Shop in Bloomington, Indiana. I'm going to be taking part in a free psychic salon with 3 other just incredibly talented psychics and mediums. So there's going to be 4 of us in the panel. And I've got the event information on the Facebook page, and that Facebook page is linked down below. All right, everybody, peace and strength. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I hope wonderful communication comes your way. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.